and Woody likes the crooked cock.
Talk more about them later. Finster, thank you so much for joining us and taking the time to get all dolled up. We were all hoping you would.
Half a day it took me. So long. Even Woody tweeted at me that the show starts in 7 hours or something. I think he's getting ready an hour ago. You know?
Is that how long that took? Half a day? I would imagine you're quick by now, right?
Yes. I've made some like improvements in my overall. Since I've been doing it for so long, I've got like speedier at it, but it's still far too long, an annoyingly long time.
Is any part? Oh, go ahead.
Well, I just imagine some of our audience doesn't know you already, although we've talked about you before. Who are you?
Oh God, how confusing would they be?
You can.
What I really hope is that we have a few deaf fans who watch with captions, and they're just over there, just like, "Fuck, how do I get it to one? Can I just get it to her screen? Can I make that happen?
Yeah, right.
How do I get Woody out of this picture?
Oh man,
I want those three uggos out of here.
Get these guys out and make her full. Yeah, there we go. Crop.
So really, like, how did this start? Like, you were a Twitch streamer before you started the cross-dressing. How did that kind of become a thing?
Weirdly not. Twitch was like the avenue that I chose to like expand on it. Like it started in a different way. I started weirdly enough, I started in the same way Woody did. I do Minecraft, and I still do. I still have a like 500,000 subscriber Minecraft channel that I still operate. I still run that, and I do that without even acknowledging any of this. I live like a Hannah Montana life of it, and I did that for like I started in like 2015. I think it must have been like 3-4 years before I did any of this. Mm-hmm. And I didn't even do this on that channel. I did it on I made an Omegle video. You know, the Omegle, that site, you see a bunch of dicks and a bunch of, people wanting to talk, I guess. Because I wanted to get everyone's reaction. A girlfriend at the time had done my makeup, and I did a video just going through all of that. And I posted online. I'm pretty competent with editing, so I put that on because I thought it was some funny footage. And it sat at like 500 views for like 10 months. And then in, I think, like a weekend, it went to like 400,000 views. And suddenly it was just, I should be doing more of this.
Yeah.
I went to Twitch for it.
Nice. And how was the reception at first on Twitch when you started it? Was everybody full on loving it right away?
Because I started doing it on Twitch and I didn't promote it. So I had like 50 viewers doing it. Like less than that, like barely any people watching, like 10, 20 viewers at like the start. And so it grew its own little fandom. Like the 20 people that came from my channel that had recognized me were obviously very shocked to see me looking a bit different. And then it started to grow like on its own. So I didn't get like a huge like, holy, what the hell are you doing reaction. I got like mainly people kind of were in on it as they came in. It was all right.
Well, it seems to be going very well for you.
Yeah, I was really taken aback. For those who don't know, I've told it before, but I was streaming a month or so ago, and Finster raided me with a couple thousand people right when I was just about to get off, and I was just the chat was all like, "We're here for the thigh. We're here for the thigh. Like we want the thigh," and I'm just like, is this like a Wingstop joke or something? Like, I don't get it. Like I'm not showing any thigh. Like what are y'all talking about? Like thighs? Like chicken thighs? What? And they're like, no, Finster's thighs. We're here because Finster's gonna show us her thighs. And I'm just like, oh, okay, Finster. Well, thanks, Finster. And they're like, search who Finster is. I'm just like, what? Like, yes, so hot. And I'm just like, oh, okay. And I'm over here. I'm just like, Finster. And I wish I had the reaction because I just go, oh. Because it's so confusing. It's so confusing at first because you pull it off really well. You pull it off. In everyone I've shown your photos to, I start off by saying, hey, tell me what you think of this person. And I just show them your photos. And they're like, ooh, she's pretty. And I'm like, yeah, right? Let me show you one of her videos. Oh, is she one of those Twitch girls that gets naked and stuff? I'm like, kind of.
in a way. Yeah.
And then I show a video of you speaking, and then they're very confused.
Yeah, that's your reaction to it was I love that clip. It's so good because you tried to be really like what's the word? Politically correct about it. It was so funny to watch you like stumble over what you could and couldn't say.
Yeah,
like,
because
I rated you, and what you said exactly was like when you Googled me, you went, "Thank you to this kind individual." What they identify as. It was so good.
You gotta
by
be
rating me.
careful.
Yeah, I didn't know because I didn't know if you were a transsexual, if you were transgender, if you were. I didn't know what you were. It was very confusing. And like you'd been kind enough to raid me, so I certainly wasn't gonna like give you any shit or anything or be like, "What is that thing?" Oh, what an abomination!
I don't know what it is, but I want to fuck it.
Yeah, I've
My
made it
ears
like a
say
bit of
no, but my cock can't hear. So it's very confusing at the time. I think I've mostly figured it out now.
Just mostly now.
just mostly. Dog shirt on.
Yes,
Oh,
Georgia
look at you.
Bulldogs. I
Everybody's
decided,
coming on board the bandwagon. Let's go.
unlike Kyle, when my Blues are in the playoffs, he goes for whatever team they're against. No, I'm a great, wonderful guy, a good friend. I'm on Team Bulldogs, not just because Mizzou already trashed their season. Certainly not.
Well, you could have gone Alabama on me. You could have gone full Crimson Tide. You could just Roll Tide could have been your go-to line.
If they win, if they beat Georgia, I'm going to be a Roll Tide fan. Or
they're gonna.
He told me he's going to have sex with his sister just to celebrate.
Oh, that's a good one.
Alabama thing.
Yeah. I know. I like it.
It works because he has no sister. It's less insulting.
Have sex with my brother dressed up Finn style like a sister.
There you go.
Your younger brother, he could be a cutie.
I don't know about that.
How old is the younger brother that you can say that?
He's like, he's 11. No, I mean, he's in his early 20s.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I have like a 9-year-old brother. God wants to fuck.
Can you imagine? Like, I've always wondered if like what that would be like. Like if
Sex with a 9-year-old?
The child.
yeah,
No.
I mean they're just so little, and you could throw them around, and like if they don't do what you tell them, you just send them to their room. No, not sex with a 9-year-old. You fuck. No, like if your
Sex
father,
with his sister, you idiot.
like if any of our like all three of our fathers are like 50, 60, 70, I think in order, something like that, roughly.
Sounds rightish.
So like, what if they had another kid? You're gonna have to put headphones on, my sweetness. As much as I hate to muff your beautiful hair.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're
Thank you.
good.
No problem, man.
But but if one of our dads like decided they go on another one. Now, in some cases, that's like
We
what
require adoption over here, but carry on.
yeah. Well, I don't know. With the advances in medical science, maybe they could make
I
your.
think my mom just turned 71. That'd be a rough trip.
That would be like a global phenomenon if a 71-year-old woman had a child.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's possible anymore.
Yeah, I don't think it is.
With I mean, I watched this thing where they're two different things I've been watching because I go down the YouTube rabbit hole with genetics and dinosaurs and shit. But they're trying to because they can't do the Michael Crichton thing, right? That they did in Jurassic Park, and there's no way to salvage DNA from dinosaurs. It's impossible. Apparently, DNA like literally completely degrades after like 7 million years. So even if there was that mosquito or tick that had bitten a dinosaur, then immediately been encased in amber, and somehow they were able to get DNA out of that, it wouldn't matter because after 7 million years, there's no DNA. The dinosaurs.
You fill in the gaps with frogs. They covered that in the movie.
There are no gaps.
It would be all frog.
It'd be all frog. We made a frog.
Wait, you're telling me that whole scene about like dino DNA? That's not even real? They couldn't do that?
No.
That was a cartoon, Taylor.
That was a cartoon.
Of course it wasn't real.
It was a cartoon they showed at fucking whatever Corporation Island that was.
That was Jurassic Park. Yeah.
Yeah.
So no, that can't be done. But what they are doing and what they can do, the thing is that like chickens evolved from dinosaurs. So like in their genetic code are the genes to be a dinosaur. They're just turned off, so they're de-evolving chickens and trying to turn them into dino chickens. And they've done like several different experiments to like target specific genes. Once they did one, like, all right, let's make a naked chicken. Did it. Easy. All right, let's make one with a mouth with teeth in it. Done. Easy.
They got a chicken with teeth?
Yeah. And like a mouth, not a beak. They're like, all right, now let's make one that has like reptilian legs.
What?
Because like dinosaurs have different like leg bones, like bird leg bones. I think the tibula is longer than the fibula or something like that. There's this disparity in the length. Whichever one is longer or shorter, it doesn't matter. But the dinosaurs didn't have that disparity because of the way they walked or something like that. The science isn't important.
I need to hold on real quick. So they made it have a mouth and teeth. So did it have lips?
Whenever they create one of these abominations, once they've created it in utero, then they kill it so that it doesn't have to live a life as some sort of freak of nature.
So they don't even really know if that.
This could be a successful YouTube genre if they let it live. I would totally watch chicken.
It probably wouldn't have even survived, right?
It's inhumane. No, it will survive. It'll work. It's just inhumane to make it live as some sort of weird freak of nature.
We eat them.
Yeah, but we don't like turn them into like disgusting blob monsters and make them live. Like, you ever see The Fly 2 when they keep that poor boy's golden retriever alive for years, suffering and it's like, oh, it's so sad. I cry every time.
Yeah, that's a dog.
If you're out there listening, watch Fly 2. And
skip the first one,
or don't.
It's like Ode Yeller with torture. It's awful. So perfect. This is exactly what they're going to do. This is exactly it. This is very scientific. What we have here, not at all though. But no, they are literally working on this right now. They've got the funding to de-evolve a chicken into a dino chicken, and it's being worked on as we speak.
They've got the funding. There's potholes all over the road.
It's not government funding. Chickens. It's private funding. And
Who's
then
paying for that? To have chickens with
like
mouths.
A fourth tier billionaire, and you can't buy a penis-shaped spacecraft like Bezos did. You should just go dinosaur. Like it's a less competitive.
Dude, it's cheap enough that we could crowdfund one of these things here. Like they were like, now we have $1 million worth of funding. I'm like, that's all it took. like a big YouTuber could make that happen. Like, boys, we're gonna make a dino chicken. You guys get to name it. It'll be just like that Mountain Dew flavor. We're not naming it Hitler, but there's a few things we're not gonna name it. But yeah, they were bragging about this $1 million in funding they had finally like gotten their hands on. But they've been working on this for some time, like doing one gene at a time. Like I said, let's give it the mouth. That worked. Okay, so now we know how to do that. Now let's fix the legs and just reactivating genes and its DNA. That
I won't get excited about this until you see like one grown up. That's been
agreed.
It grows up.
Yeah, I need to see it done. And so, and then the other thing they're doing, and they're saying that this could be come to fruition in the next 5 to 7 years, is bringing back the mammoths, because they do have mammoth DNA. And they say that they can clone one and then put it in the womb of an Asian elephant, I believe. And they think that they can actually bring mammoths back. So just in time for global warming, we're going to have mammoths again.
That would be cool.
It'd be like having a Siberian husky in Florida.
I'm more interested in the mammoth, honestly, because the dino chicken sounds like it's going to be like very underwhelming. It's going to be like,
there have to be some other things too, like. What about recently extinct animals? Do we have their DNA at all?
Well, dodo.
They were talking about. I think the dodo is the one that like always gets the most votes. They said to bring back.
Tiger extinct, maybe.
Yeah, the Tasmanian tiger.
Okay.
That I'm sure we've all seen that like footage of on Reddit.
Recently, right?
They recently colorized it, which was a new thing, and smoothed it out a little bit.
Is it that video from like the 1905, 04
when they've got like
or something?
It's really sad when you know the background, because it's like, this is the world's last Tasmanian tiger. He lives here alone on the concrete behind bars for all of us in London to ogle at. Look at him. Soon there will be none, and he doesn't even know it. And
that's not even like the most offensive exhibit, because it's 1870 and they
pan over a little bit more.
People.
They pan over a little more. And this is Matumbo. We took him from Eastern Africa. He is the last of his tribe, and he knows it.
It's like they just
because he watched us slaughter them.
He's just like, dude, I'm a person. Let me out.
They used to do that, right? They would put people.
Yeah.
They would
go kidnap like Aboriginals. And then go Africans. Put them in a zoo, and like a bunch of people would like walk around and be like, "Oi, jolly good," like, "Oh, this is a right bit of fun before we have our shepherd's pie." Whatever.
Is that supposed to be British or Australian?
Oh, I don't know how to do either one, Will. So it always becomes Australian.
I got a little Cockney thing there. I'm co-signing. She's just too picky, and I'm going with she for you. That's your pronoun.
Picky.
It's not. That's confusing.
No, I'm just going to be the wait. What's the guy from Mary Poppins? Just the worst accent ever.
Oh, the chimney sweep.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't remember the character's name.
I don't either.
It's very
since I was a child. But yeah, this is how bad things happen. You know, they're gonna fuck up one gene and they're gonna make a full blown T-Rex. And actually, that's a pretty cool fuck up. We have guns. We could totally.
Yeah, we just fucking kill that thing. Yeah,
they need to skip to the end of this.
There's no reason to be afraid of a T-Rex anymore. Like, I mean, like we're gonna give it years and years to get big enough to hurt somebody. Just blow.
I ended on that note. I love the wordplay.
That was the best shit I've ever heard.